Okay, hello everybody. This is Sharonda, and this is my Spiritual Sense podcast. Um, so in this particular podcast, I go over topics in regards to the paranormal, occult. I speak on things such as Santeria, Wiccan, witchcraft, hoodoo, voodoo, um, out of body experiences, soul travel, astral projection. I also speak on my account of UFOs and what, unidentified flying objects are, my take on that. So it's in topics in regards to the paranormal, supernatural. So I give my own twist on what I believe that is. I believe God has a covert way of making us aware of certain things that may not be apparent right off. And so that's what this podcast is really based on. Okay. It is for entertainment purposes. So, um, if it just so happened to coincide with what you believe in or your life, that may be by chance or even by happenstance. Okay. So I did a recording earlier that glitched off and did not record. So I'm doing a re-recording. Basically, the synopsis of that recording was for self-love. Um, it was in regards to some individuals out there that I felt like are needing to prioritize love and self-love. And where do you place love in terms of how you should go about in terms of love and relationships, in regards to a husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, and children. And I say that ultimately, self-love is the greatest love of all. You have to, number one, love yourself before you can love anybody. You have to have belief, faith, and trust in yourself before you can believe to or even be of service or assistance to anybody. So basically, that's what the synopsis of that reading was, which did not get recorded. Typically, I would do my podcast in addition to doing my web presentation, but because I have incorporated a web presentation, I did not do the podcast, so none of that got recorded. Okay. All right, so we're going to proceed with now I want to say that these are my new favorite cards. My ANA cards, which are my angels and ancestor cards. Very beautiful cards. Um I've already said my prayer. I pay homage to my wishes. And with this battle, that we are faced with, it is a spiritual battle, which in turn will begin to attack the mind, body, and spirit. So this is a everyday battle, even in my own battles, even in battles, in terms of the outside. We all will be faced with some sense of adversity versus the next. That's life. Okay. So we're going to proceed with this tarot card reading. Okay. Now, for those who are out there, I did also mention that if you're needing some assistance with self-help, in terms of love and love of self, things that you can do to get the mind, body, and spirit into alignment. I do have the podcast Holistic Health, where I go over chakra clearing and cleansing, meditation, imagery, yoga, meditation styles of music that you can listen to that can assist you with clearing of your chakras, as such. Okay, so we're going to proceed with the tarot card reading for today. The second tarot card reading, I should say, for today. So I'm going to proceed to lay out my cards, and I'm going to pull my 10 cards for my 10 card Celtic cross. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to lay these cards to the side, and I'm going to proceed with my reading. Okay, so for card one, I have Wise One. This is what the reading is on, or some type of insight or clarity. It says, Wise One, grow within your current situation. That's what we have. Part two, the obstacle or barrier. I have Summer, bask in joy and light. So as we are approaching spring, actually, or we are in spring, we want to bring in abundance. We want to bring in joy, positivity. We want to let go of the negativity. And by doing that, you have to clear your area. And this is not only just in a physical aspect of it, like your physical surroundings, but in a spiritual sense as well as mentally. You have to let go of negative emotions, negative things that may be weighing you down, because it can tire you out and it can bring in bad omens. Part three. This is what I have for card three. This is what is above the situation. So it says, great teacher, learn for spiritual experiences. So, this is what is above the situation right now. I showed that, certain things in life, once you have gotten and gained insight, knowledge, and understanding, God will use you as a testament. He will use you as a sense of a teachable moment, as they would say, or your wisdom and guidance will teach others and guide them in the right direction. Root of the issue. This is the reason. Well, peacekeeper. So I feel like this reading is applicable to myself. It is also applicable to certain individuals out there who, feel as though, what is it? What is my life's purpose? What is it? Why do I always have these things to come at me? Why does it always seem as though things always, if it runs smooth and then it turns upside down? What is that? And this is the reason. It's because you are a peacekeeper. It says, let go of the need to be right. Now, choose your battle wisely. I mentioned this on yesterday when I did, my first tarot card reading with these cards, my ANA cards, which are now my new favorite cards. Choose your battles. Every fight doesn't need to be fought. Oftentimes this is a test of tolerance. We are all going to be faced with that one demon or vice or battle that is going to test us. This is life. Card 5, guardian angel. You are not alone. So trust and believe it. Even when you're faced with, the battle of the mind, body, and spirit. Know and understand that we are all plagued with some vice versus the next. But you are being guided and guarded by your angelic presences. So, there's nothing wrong with moderation in terms of, me with the smoking. I put it down, put it up, it's not really a habit. It's more or less a habit. It's not an addiction. That's what I'm getting at. It's not an addiction. Like, it doesn't totally consume me. I can stop at any time. Okay, so you would get inclination as to what that is. Card 6, we have Oracle card. Now, this card was a card that showed up on yesterday. It said, wait for important information. So, as we are battling certain things and we're plagued with certain things, this is God's way of teaching us and then enlightening us as to what that is presenting to us. Because oftentimes we will, be so quick to judge. Sometimes it get fuzzy when you are in a situation. I do understand that you are a living testament as life plays out. Part 7. So this is the attitude. I have spring. It says, see your seeds grow. So again, we are in approaching spring. It should be spring now. Things that we have planted on the inside will begin to sprout. So the things that, the testaments and the different battles and the different adversaries or fall downs, now we'll begin to see what we will pick back up again, and that we will put us on our path to greatness. Card 8. This is what I have for card 8. Card 8 is what is physically surrounding and what you're sensing. So I have Shield Maiden. Make plans and focus. So once he put you on your path to greatness, walking in greatness, you need to stay focused. Not granted, I'm not saying that, you're not to be conscientious or aware of the things that are around you. And I'm not saying that. You need to stay focused on the goal. What is the important thing in the matter? Because oftentimes it will get fuzzy, it will get furry, and you will always have those naysayers that will come to distract you. These are called, I refer to these as mischievous spirits along the way. Kind of like following the yellow brick road. You're going to always have those naysayers along the way that's going to try to distract you from your purpose. Card 9. This is card 9. Card 9 is the hopes, fears, and dreams card. So, eagle. See your higher perspective. So, this is the thing. When you are, when God has deemed you to be of authority, when you have already been made whole and made of authority, and you are someone who graciously and possess wisdom. Many of those who are insecure in that would try to descant and discourage you. But trust and believe it. Don't let Satan knock you down, because what is for you is for you, particularly on your path to excellence as you walk towards greatness. Part 10. So this is the outcome. I have snake. Shed old skin. So in the midst of it all, once you become into your new and your knowing, it's going to feel like how, a snake sheds its skin. You're going to begin to see that old habits will fall off of you. You will begin to see that things that you once entertained will no longer entertain you anymore. There's nothing wrong with a glass of wine here or there. Even if you're a smoker, don't be, overindulgence. Everything comes with time. Everything comes with moderation. You don't want to overindulge in anything in the sense of the matter. And I feel as though those old habits and those old beliefs will be changed within you. You will begin to see life in a vibrant, more meaningful way. You will see purpose in what you do. You will see purpose in the smallest of things. And you will know when Satan is attempting to knock you off that path, because Satan desires your presence. He desires the authority that you walk in. That beautiful essence of yourself. That's what he desires. He or she desires. So understand this. Don't let it get you distracted from what your purpose is for, okay? So, I just had to do a retake of the spiritual sense tarot card reading for today. I feel as though this reading is to someone and somebody's who are wise with wisdom and experience and capability and competency and know-how. Many people lack that ability. That's not to say that they still don't lack purpose, but wisdom will prevail overall. some things you can't tell people. They would just have to go through it to understand. And I had to realize that. And I'm, coming into understanding that now, you know. So I'd like to thank you for tuning in to this episode of Spiritual Sense. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you're more than welcome to comment below. Until then, you have a safe and wonderful day. Good day.